So some of our tips and tricks for either dealing with current aches and pains after skiing and snowboarding, or if you're looking for some preventative tips, we're about to show you some. So one thing that I like to recommend to all my patients, if you are going to be in the car for a long time just getting to and from the mountain, we always recommend making sure your vehicle has really good lumbar support. Now I know some vehicles claim that they have really great support, and that's not always the case depending on what kind of injury you're dealing with. If you are susceptible to any type of disc bulge or disc herniation, you really want to make sure that you're really increasing the amount of support that you have in that low back. So one of the things that we like to recommend here at the office is just the original Mackenzie lumbar roll. Looks something like this. So with this guy, typically when you're sitting down in your car, you're actually going to put it in the small of your back. You don't want to put it on that belt line because that's going to create kind of an incorrect curve, but having it a little bit higher is going to really help with that proper alignment and getting you to be stacked. Okay, the next thing that I like to do when we're traveling is recommending the use of the rad roller is what we use here, but you can also take a couple tennis balls, a peanut lacrosse ball, it doesn't really matter, but you can put this in the low back, you can put it in the muscles along the spine, you can even sit on it, but the point of it really is just trying to have a little bit of that acupressure into the muscles that might be a little bit overactive, a little bit too tight, kind of on edge from being in one position for too long, and really just hanging out in one spot for a few minutes. You don't want to sit with this on one spot for an hour. You might be left a little bit sore, but a good tool. A couple other things that I really like to recommend if you are currently dealing with aches or pains. I am a big fan of the CBD clinic, CBD ointment. Really great for helping to reduce any type of inflammation. It's just kind of a topical lotion that you rub in on the muscles, a little bit of camphor and menthol, really helping to essentially get that muscle ache and pain down a little bit, allowing you to have fun throughout your ski day. And then lastly, we're big on supplements here. If you are dealing with tightness in the muscles, we always recommend our magnesium glycinate, pure encapsulations, great product. Also just helping to really keep those muscles as calm and kind of loose as possible. Really great for helping to prevent any types of muscle spasms after a long day. So these are all products that we use ourselves. We sell them here at the office. If you have any questions about them, if you want more of a one-on-one demo or any specific questions, feel free to ask us. You can email us or we can talk about it in depth in your next visit. I'm going to show you one of our best bang for your buck exercises in terms of working on knee alignment, foot stability, hip and core stability. We're going to get into what we call a hip airplane. It's kind of like a single leg RDL with a little bit of a twist. So here I'm going to basically go into a one leg stance. I'm going to start to hinge at my hips. If I need to use something to help me out with balance, I can go ahead and hold on to this. Couple things I'm focusing on. I'm really trying to keep that doming or a nice arch in my foot. I don't want to let my knee dive in and overpronate in that foot while I'm doing this. So good strong foot. Here I'm going to start to open up my hips towards the ceiling. And then I'm going to go ahead and slowly let that left hip drop down to the ground. So again, if you don't want to use assistance, we're here. I'm looking straight down at one spot, a little bit of a wiggle there. Definitely feeling my lower leg muscles and my hip working. And then again, letting that drop. So showing you from the side what that looks like, we're going to get into, again, single leg, hinge at the hip, nice arch in that foot. Here, starting to open up, really keeping that knee over my midfoot or the third toe if you want to think of it that way. And then I'm letting that hip drop. Okay. So again, this is definitely more of an advanced exercise, best bang for your buck. We always recommend to come in and actually get evaluated by someone on our team, one of our staff members and doctors, because everybody's body really is different. So if you come in, we can do a movement screen and give you a nice tailored home exercise program, whether our goal is to work on flexibility or strength throughout your whole body to help prevent injuries in the future.